Congratulations and thank you on the purchase of your Millermatic 142 MIG Welder, and thanks for choosing Miller. With your Millermatic 142, you can count on years of trouble-free welding. We know you're eager to try out your new machine, but before you begin setup, please take a few minutes to review important safety information and tips for the Millermatic 142. Warning: always read and follow all labels and your owner's manual. And remember to wear appropriate safety gear during setup and welding. Let's get started. These are the tools required for setup. Make sure your machine is powered off. Open the side door. Route the work cable through the access hole in the front of the machine. Thread the work cable through the work clamp and tighten with a wrench. Feed the 4-pin connection through the opening and hand tighten. Install the end of the MIG gun into drive casting in the front of the machine, making sure it is completely seated in the drive assembly. Tighten the gun connection to the receptacle with a threaded side knob. Tuck the 4-pin wire behind the front bezel. Reminder that the machine is set up for DCEP from the factory. If you need electrode negative for flux cord welding, switch connections. If you need to change the liner, go to the video link in the description below. Connect the non-machine end of the hose to the regulator. Insert the barbed end in and use welpers to tighten. Connect the free end of the gas hose to the gas solenoid located on the back panel of the Millermatic. Hand tighten and finish with a half turn. It is not necessary to apply any thread sealant or Teflon tape to gas hose threads. Uncap your gas bottle and open the valve to the side, letting out any debris. Hook up the regulator to a tank of gas. Hand tighten and finish with a half turn. Quick tip: ensure the shielding gas being used matches the process and selection on the machine. Release the tension knob. The drive rolls included with the Millermatic 142 come in 3 different sizes: 030, 035 V-groove for solid wire, 024 V-groove for solid wire, 035 V-knurled groove for flux cord wire. We are going to be setting it back to the 030-035 V-groove. The Millermatic 142 is capable of utilizing 4 and 8-inch spools of wire. To insert an 8-inch spool, remove the spool hub nut and mount the wire. Tighten the spool hub nut. To use a 4-inch, like the one that comes with your welder, you will need to remove the spool hub. Remove the locking nut, spring, and washer, and insert the 4-inch spool. Now insert washer, spring, and tighten the nut. Detach the folded wire and snip off the end with a welper, feeding from the top end. Feed a few inches of wire through the inlet. Then tighten pressure assembly to number 2, which is a starting point. Now let go of the wire. Turn machine on and hold trigger until wire feeds out. Keep your MIG gun straight. Remove nozzle and contact tip. Pull the trigger. After 3 seconds of holding the trigger, the machine will enter jog mode. Insert contact tip and nozzle. Tighten with a half turn. Remember, if the tensioner is too tight, the wire won't feed. Too loose, the wire will slip. Snip the excess wire. To use Auto Set, press Auto Set button and the button will illuminate. Then select the wire diameter and material thickness. Auto Set was developed for steel material with C25 gas mixture and aluminum material with 100% argon gas when using a spool mate. To use manual mode, press Auto Set button to turn off Auto Set. Manual parameters will default from Auto Set. Rotate left knob to adjust voltage. Rotate right knob to adjust wire feed speed. To access menu settings, press Menu button. Rotate left knob to change menu option. Rotate right knob to adjust setting. The menu items available on the Millermatic 142 are Run-In, Pre-Flow, and Post-Flow. Run-In controls the wire speed prior to the welding arc being initiated. It can be set to auto or off. Pre-flow time controls the length of time gas flows prior to arc start. The range is 0 to 5 seconds. Post-flow time controls the length of time gas flows after welding stops. Range is 0 to 5 seconds. To exit the menu, press Menu button. Refer to the consumable guide on the P-chart for proper consumables and replacements. Check the owner's manual or refer to our maintenance video linked below in the description. The Millermatic 142 is capable of MIG welding aluminum using a Spoolmate 100 or 150. Auto Set automatically sets the 142 to aluminum argon parameters. To calibrate your spool gun, you must have a spool gun connected with wire. Select Menu. Turn left knob to Motor Calibration. Turn right knob to select Spool Gun Model. Turn left knob to Low Speed Calibration. Hold trigger and spool gun should feed 24 inches. Measure wire. If under 24 inches, adjust right knob to the inches needed to get to 24 inches. If longer than 24 inches, adjust the right knob to dial down the difference. In this case, we need to add 4.5 inches of wire. Pull the spool gun trigger again and measure with adjustment made. To calibrate the high speed, turn the left knob to high speed calibration. Push trigger and spool gun should feed 24 inches. Measure wire. If under 24 inches, adjust the right knob to the inches needed to get to 24 inches. If longer than 24 inches, adjust the right knob to dial down the difference. In this case, we need to add 3.5 inches of wire. Pull the spool gun trigger again and measure with the adjustment made. To exit calibration, press Menu. Now you are ready to make professional quality welds with your Millermatic 142.